I think I want to do a second episode. Maybe I want to do a second episode. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Greetings, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Noob Shelter episode dos. Glad to be here, everybody. I am really happy. We got a interesting group of people with us tonight. Not as many as we had on our first show, and I'm sorry for all the geeks out there, the manly men. No females tonight. Sorry, no females. The female got harassed too many times on the Skype on the Twitch show here. So no females. So let's go ahead and get everything started here. Ooh, wow, that looks ugly. I gotta fix that. Hang on a second. There we go. That looks better. All right. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. Kenori, Jorge, how's it going, guys?
I'm here. I don't know if Jorge's back. He may still be.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
He's here. So there we go.
Yeah, I was chatting with him on Facebook before the show started. So
okay, just making sure. I
want to apologize to everybody with the intro music. I play our standby music using Spotify because I love Spotify. Spotify's good. I wish I could get them as a sponsor because I would pimp them out like they were like the best whore in Vegas. And for the intro music, I use Winamp, which for Mac. And apparently, I guess the Winamp for Mac is a little bit more powerful than the than Spotify is as far as volume goes. So I apologize if I blew out your speakers and made your ears bleed, but you know, it's all part of the job, man. So let's go ahead and introduce everybody. You all know Kenori, so we'll get to him last. We got a brand new guy with us on the show tonight, a good friend of mine from Spokane, Washington, remoting in via Skype. He doesn't have a webcam. That's okay. We're not going to hold it against him. Jorge is with us. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good, man. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. You know, you showed interest, and I was like, well, I got to get Jorge on. I mean, if anybody plays video games, it's this guy right over here. So, you know, thanks for coming in. So what you been up to since the last time I saw you? I mean, like, been eons ago. What was it, like 2000 something? I don't remember.
2010, I think, was last time.
Oh, yeah.
Almost 5 years.
Holy crap. We were in school. We were in networking together, and I epically failed at it, and you epically rocked at it, apparently, so...
Oh, no, I dropped out.
Whoa! Why the hell did you drop out for? What happened?
It was boring.
Well, yeah, that can... You know, I almost dropped out just because of subnetting, man. Subnetting's the devil.
I couldn't get past a quarter, too, so I quit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's how early I dropped.
Wow. I mean, I think I was like a 2.0 in the core class, and I still failed. It's like, okay. 2.0 got me past English. No, anyways, but... So what are you doing now, man? I mean, I obviously know one of the things you're doing. I work for a software company, and your one of the organizations you're affiliated with uses our software. So thank you for that, and keep me employed. But what else are you doing besides that? Anything special or any good gigs lined up?
No, same old, man. Easy, simple IT work. God, man, just simple IT support and. Yeah. Wait, nothing. That's about it.
I wanted to ask you a question because a while ago when I was looking for my second job here in Western Washington, I was working at the cable company. I got into the NOC, believe it or not. I don't know how I managed that, but after 6 months of being a tech rep, I got into network engineering in the network operations center. But I posted something because I was looking for a job, and it was between the current company I'm at with right now and Bungie. You said Bungie was not a real company anymore. Care to reflect on that a bit?
It's just their budget, and obviously Microsoft took over the Halo series, so all the rights. After that, they had nothing. They had this one idea, this one game concept, which still hasn't come to play.
Yeah, I know. What is that? What was it called again? I forgot the name of it. Destiny.
That's how bad it was. Like I have. No interest. Like, sure, it's space. You know, it's cool, but you just lost your budget there. You know.
Have you seen their new headquarters though? I actually, when I was going to the gym, it was LA Fitness up in Bellevue, Washington, and not pimping them. I quit my membership, too expensive. But the gym was right next door to Bungie, and I didn't realize it until my last day at the gym. I'm walking out. I'm all sweaty. I just got done doing a whole circuit and whatnot. And I'm a wimp. I do circuits. I use the machines to do the circuits because I'm a wimp. I don't know how to do free weights or anything like that. But I'm walking out, and I looked in this door, and in this door I saw like the statue of what looked like Master Chief, and I'm like, what is this place? I couldn't get in, but I looked through the window, and sure as shit, it was Bungie, and I'm like, they're in a strip mall? No, it's actually a bigger plaza. They bought the old theater at this big huge mall in Bellevue, Washington, and they renovated it. And I guess it's really pimp. And I almost got a contract job as IT for them. I didn't even make it to the interview because the other company immediately called me after I interviewed and said, "We want to give you a job." And I was like, "Okay, well, can I think about it?" "No, you need to tell us now." Well, it is $1 more an hour, so yeah. I make more money doing less work now working for that company than I did as a network engineer for a cable company.
Yeah, you don't get paid much. Like people, like obviously because times have changed, so those pays. Some people get paid like 60 to 80 for hardly doing anything, which is kind of dumb.
Yeah, I made $13 an hour. That's it. Made $13.75 an hour. I'm sorry, $13.76. So
and living out there in your area, it's kind of
that sucked. Yeah. So now I'm not gonna say how much I'm making, but I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing, like I said,
Isn't it over 15 now because of that law they passed in Seattle?
No,
it's not a law. It's not gonna happen, dude. Come on.
No.
I thought it happened.
It's a bill that they signed into passing. They're gonna slowly integrate it in, and it's just in Seattle. It's not outside of Seattle. It's just in Seattle City. And the law states that they're going to the minimum wage for the city is going to be $15 an hour, and they are slowly integrating it. And it's going to be over like 6 or 7 years, but there's going to be lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. So between that time, so while it passed initially, it's gonna be a while before it actually comes to fruition. So.
I think what you're thinking about is the CTAC.
CTAC did go $15 an hour. That is in effect. That's at the airport.
Yeah, their employees hate it though because let's say their maids and their janitors got paid 13 or 12, far less, but they were provided food and other assessed little things.
Exactly.
And now they lose all that. So
yeah, because see, here's the thing. Well, I don't know if they still lose it because they can't bring food into the airport. I was looking at jobs related to SeaTac, and how it went is like, because you're not allowed to bring in your own lunches, you're not allowed to bring in anything but the clothes on your back, and if you need to, your badge or work stuff, and then they feed you. That's what I heard.
Yeah, they feed you, but not anymore. So now they changed those rules.
Oh, that sucks.
So you got to go to the food court and buy your own food now. That's probably what it is. Okay.
So you're paying more now.
So
15 is far less meaningful than you think.
Yeah, they got to feed the proverbial monkey somehow. So, yeah. So good to have you on, Jorge. I'm glad you're with us, man. We're gonna have a good time tonight. And of course, Kanori's with us again. He's my number 2.
I am your Shmee.
You're my Shmee. You are the WoW czar, the the WoW.
I don't know
miser.
about WoW czar, but
WoW miser.
I enjoy WoW every so often, and I have a nice group of friends I play with.
And you've been really addicted to that Terraria, right?
Oh God, yeah. My girlfriend and I played the hell out of it, and even when she was sleeping, I'd be like, I'm going to play my own character and crap. So I've just been playing the hell out of it. It's all I've been doing is just playing Terraria. I don't know why.
Anything else? I mean, I know you had like I said, I think we talked about this last time on the show. You had a stint in Diablo 3. What happened with that?
Got a girlfriend. That's what happened with that.
No, that game can only hold your attention span for so long.
It can. I played it for like 3 weeks. Okay, here's this quick story about that. Really funny story. So, Kanori paid for 3/4 of a year's worth of World of Warcraft subscription for me, so I could get Diablo 3 for free. I paid the other quarter of it.
Sorry about that, by the way.
No, you're fine. Dust in the wind, bro.
Yeah.
So I paid the other quarter. So when I finally got it, I was like, I was hyped up about it all year while I was waiting for it to come out. I was like, yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna play it. And I played it, and I got, I think, a level 15 something or other. The dude with the 2 knives. I forgot. I haven't played it forever.
2 knives. You're probably thinking of
The
2
hunter.
crossbows. The demon hunter.
Demon Hunter.
Yeah,
that's what it
I
was.
rock a demon hunter. So
Yeah, and I played that for like a month straight, and then I gave up on it because I went back to WoW. WoW sucked me back in. But you're right, Jorge. That game only can capture your attention so long. Now, the original Diablo, I played that religiously. The first one.
yeah, I remember you playing that when I was like 10 and crap.
Yeah, when I was working at the cab stand as a dispatcher back in New York, that's what I was playing.
Yeah.
What about you, Jorge? What games are you currently playing right now? Anything exciting?
WildStar Online. And,
Oh, how is that?
I like it a lot. It's pretty fun. I'm not critique-wise. It's a little different. Very similar to WoW, obviously, but the humor is very sci-fi. It kind of fits into kind of I prefer sci-fi over anything else. So I kind of enjoy it more for that factor. And the dungeons and raids, are actually really fun.
Right.
Yeah, I saw a preview of some of that from WildStar, and there was like a boss fight in one of the raids that took up that the boss fight was the room itself, and that was the mechanics they were showing off was really intense, and it really piqued my interest because that's what I do on WoW. I don't PvP, I PvE, and I enjoy raiding. I'm not good at it, just saying. Like I'm not going to be on like the top guilds, but that's what I do. And I saw that, and I was like, I'm interested in this. Me and my guild's warlock are. I think my guild's warlock's actually playing it right now, but I'm not because I'm broke as shit. But
Well, if he bought it, he should have some guest passes available for you to use. Or 7-day guest passes if you haven't played. But it's a pretty good game. Like, I like it. Very challenging. Very
I might just hit you up on that after the show. Maybe I don't know if you said you had some guest passes, right?
Yeah, I got one more though.
Yeah.
Only.
Oh.
yeah, give that to Matt then. It's fine.
Oh no! Well, then give it to Kanori first.
Okay.
Give it to Kanori because he's got more time.
We can share the account.
Don't tell anybody. Okay. Why the fuck are we whispering?
Because game companies like Blizzard and other MMO companies recommend you don't share accounts because they're compromised.
Well, of course, yeah. I gotta take my glasses off, guys. I do apologize. My camera keeps zooming in and out, and then the brightness keeps going because the screen's reflecting off my glasses, reflecting into the camera, and causing the camera to get bright. So, I'll if I need to do any major reading, I'll put them back on. But so my apologies. But Jorge, you also mentioned that Landmark game. Now I haven't gotten a chance to play the beta yet. I still have it installed and all set up because I was going to probably do a live play of it sometime. No, well, not next week, but because we're going to probably do some E3 coverage about the week after. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, it's like instead of a 2-bit or 8-bit Minecraft version game, it's actually pretty sweet. You can construct with whatever you create. You gotta get the resources first.
Right.
Typical kind of game, getting resources. From when I first played the alpha, it was still resource. There was no mobs, no creatures yet, but you can dig, and the design aspect of this was kind of sweet. You make kind of realistic buildings over squares. You can make old medieval cities, themed towns, castles, like legit looking castles. It's more of that kind of a oldish kind of feel to it,
Oh, cool.
But I love it so far, and basically they're using this as a build off for the actual next EverQuest game, which is what I'm looking forward to.
I've never played EverQuest. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I heard WoW ripped a lot of things out of EverQuest. So
Well, of course, all MMOs are gonna have some kind of similarity: skill trees, combat, classes.
Yeah.
But EverQuest was, it was the broodmother of MMOs. That's where.
I do want to say real quickly, Mr. Ectomy in the chat room. For a second, I thought Jorge's camera was live and he had a stroke or something. Because we got your picture up, he thought you had a stroke.
I did, dude. Sorry about that.
Yeah, remember, we got this thing in Washington State now for our guys not here. It's called FAST, F-A-S-T, face, arm, speech, telephone, something like that. Now is what I keep hearing on the radio for people who have strokes. Remember, FAST. Yeah. Anyways, jeez. Well, glad you guys are on the show, man. Let's go ahead and get some business done here tonight. Well, first and foremost, let's talk about PAX. PAX Prime, that is. As you may or may not have known, PAX Prime is the Penny Arcade Expo. Really, really popular. Hundreds of thousands of attendees every year. They have a PAX East. I think they have a PAX Euro or something like that. Something over in Europe.
I didn't know that. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, it's Australia.
Australia.
Oh.
Thank you.
But-
Thank you.
PAX Down Under? They call it
That-
PAX Down Under.
PAX.
No, just PAX Oz.
Oh,
PAX
come on. They
Oz.
missed.
Oz.
They missed a good opportunity there. PAX Down Under. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck there. Mr. Ectomy's like, if Pro Men are going to be at PAX, I'll be there. Yeah, here's the thing, and this is why I'm a little bit pissed off, because if I actually had money to go to PAX this year, which I didn't because I spent all the money producing the Noob Shelter and going to New York earlier in April, I'd be there. But, well, if I had the money, I wouldn't have been able to get any tickets because I was sat in queue and, well, I got booted off. So here's the deal. So the tickets went on sale May 28th at around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. For a lot of us, some of us were commuting, some of us were driving. I fortunately was at work and saw the tweet, and then 5 minutes later, booted up the site. And now they got this thing now called a queue, a ticket queue. You leave the screen up, and when it's your turn in queue to buy tickets, it pops right up with the whole order thing. I have never, ever have gotten through the queue. This is my second attempt at doing it. Even though I don't have money, I was still trying to see how much the tickets were, if I could get tickets. So if Mr. Ectomy doesn't have tickets, he ain't going, because unless, well, you pay $500-600 for a scalper for tickets. And do we really, really, really want to do that? I mean, do we really want to feed the scalpers? I mean, they're half the problem. You got these people sitting here waiting on Twitter for tickets to come for the tickets to go online on sale, and the second they do, they jump all over them, they buy them up, and then they resell them on eBay and Craigslist for like exorbitant amounts.
See, this is why we can't have nice things, because people like this, man. It's stupid. Like, if I actually wanted to go to cons, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I know. I know Comic-Con doesn't have that big of an issue. I know Emerald City Comic-Con really doesn't have that issue. It's PAX, and it's just a lot of people. There were some really nasty things on Twitter. I was monitoring the Twitter feeds all day when those tickets went sold out. Just so you know, they sold out within 30 minutes. I remember when I was sitting in queue, they had a nice blue banner at the top saying, "Unfortunately, all of the 3-day passes have been sold, and all the other tickets are currently being held while people are still sitting in queue deciding if they're going to buy them or not. So by the time you get through queue, we're probably not going to guarantee you a ticket."
That's how it was last year, dude. I hated it.
Yeah. So you just got to be quick on the draw. But that's a good question. Is PAX really that special compared to other gaming conventions? Guys,
I believe so, because most other gaming conventions, they're mostly located in the same city. PAX goes everywhere. Like we said, we have PAX East, PAX West, PAX Prime, and PAX Os. So they go everywhere. They're like the one gaming convention that travels. They're like gaming carnies, kind of.
Did you just say PAX West? PAX West, PAX Prime.
Oh, I thought. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
God,
So,
still.
Yeah. Well, thing is, I think 2010 was the last year where it was only in Seattle. So in 2011, they expanded to Boston, which they invented the PAX East. So just this year, that past year they made this year is the first time we're going to do it in Australia.
Yeah.
But usually, it's always been a Seattle thing. But it's a typical thing, Comic-Con San Diego was a strictly Comic-Con. Now it's a pop culture thing, so everyone goes.
Yeah.
That's how PAX is turning out to be, more of a pop culture over true.
And is that necessarily a bad thing, you guys think, or is that good for them?
It's good for them. Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, in what instances can we honestly say that pop culture killed something?
Nothing, but it's a good and bad thing, because PAX, they limit themselves to a specific amount of ticket sales, and being pop culture, you're going to get those sold out immediately. That's why they're sold out pretty much.
Yeah.
We can't say that pop culture almost killed gaming with the whole ET incident.
Oh God, let's not get into that. No.
But that was almost. So we dodged the bullet.
Pop culture killed Atari, killed the video game industry. And Nintendo came back and said, "Video games aren't cool. They're serious. We're gonna bring it back." No, just kidding. Oh God. But I mean, I guess I don't know. We were actually going to have we had Sarah, a friend of mine, Sarah, who well, a former coworker of mine. She was going to be on the show. She attended every PAX that has ever come to Seattle. I think except one. I don't know which one she missed, but she was going to be on the show to give her insight on this. She might. I'm actually going to see if I can schedule her for the show after PAX, so she can come and give us her critique. Because from what I've heard, and I don't know if you guys have heard the same thing, but every year, PAX started out small, got big, and a lot of people saying it peaked, and then slowly started to, and now it's slowly starting to decline. You guys hear anything like that?
I don't know. If they're like outreaching to Australia, I think they're still climbing. Like if they had people go to the Australian.
Well, I'm not talking about like PAX Aus or PAX East. I'm talking about PAX Prime itself. That it's like it peaked and now it's slowly starting to fall down. Like as far as quality goes.
Oh,
I mean,
quality. Oh,
I will.
I don't know. I've never heard anything about that. My big thing is E3, which we'll discuss later. So it's like I don't really pay attention to PAX. Honestly.
I will give Mysterectomy though props though, because how can PAX Prime though decrease if Proto Man are going to be there playing?
True.
So Proto Man are good. Have you ever heard of the Proto Man, Jorge?
Yeah, 2010 PAX East. I was there.
Oh God, I hate you.
Yeah, it was a 10 p.m. concert, midnight concert after they closed the convention. So it was strictly concert for Proto Man.
Yeah. Mysterectomy's like, well, if PAX Prime is selling out in minutes, well, that's true. But I guess right. I'll just hopefully next year will be my time to Prime. Hopefully.
That's what I'm hoping. Also,
hoping so.
It's been 2010 is the last time I went.
Yeah. I would like to go to PAX Prime, not just for me to go to PAX Prime. I mean, I'd love to go to PAX Prime and just hang out and goof off. But I'd like to actually do a little reporting while I'm there too. Walk around with a little tape recorder or something like that, and record my insight and then have it on a show. I was hoping to do that this year. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But I wasn't even sure if the show was going to get off the ground this year either, so I'm glad it did. But so next year, Noob Shelter will be at PAX Prime. Hopefully, if we can get tickets, because we're not. I don't think anybody's going to get us any press credentials.
No, at least you'll get a lot of free swag and stuff. So that'll be nice.
If you want to, I will say to help or get Noob Shelter to PAX Fund, you can email me. Email us at noobshelter. At gmail.com, and we'll tell you instructions to donate money to the Noob Shelter. We accept PayPal, and we accept all forms of cash via PayPal and Bitcoin and Litecoin. I will give you my wallets to deposit in if needed. I'm just saying. Especially Bitcoin. I only accept a minimum of 1 Bitcoin per, that's the donation.
How much is a Bitcoin now?
It's like 600 bucks.
God.
You ever dabble in that Bitcoin, Jorge?
No, I've never.
I own...
That.
You don't have a bunch of computers like mining your work?
You're the first person that I would honestly think, Jorge, to be like a Bitcoin miner. I could see you like building like an ASCII miner like out of like duct tape and like all whatever parts you have lying around and whatnot, and like a box fan. Not
No,
just because I know
thing
how
that
awesome
is
you are.
work. I do a protein folding, so folding at home. I do that on my free time. A couple servers doing that just to be nice. Science and stuff.
What about Dogecoin? Yeah, I want to get into Dogecoin mining too. So sheep. But yeah, well, no, yeah. I mean, I own like 0.000. I own $10 in Bitcoin, so that's like 0.0001 something Bitcoin or something. I don't know. It was a scientific experiment to see if I would make money on it, and that's when it was like $1,000 a coin. So that was, and then the market crashed, and it went down to $200.
Oh God!
And now it's up to $6. It's a very bad market to invest in right now. But anyways, not gaming related. But moving on. Watch Dogs launched. Yay! For everybody who cares. I would like to play it, but I have yet to play it. Because again, if you want to donate to the Noob Shelter Fund, email us at noobshelter@gmail.com so I can actually go out and buy the game. I will buy it for PS3. I will not buy it or 360. I will not buy it for PC right now because I guess they've been having issues with the PC launch. But so the Watch Dogs is one of the most anticipated games of this year, next to Titanfall, which I heard was all huff and fluff. I don't know. That's a discussion for another day. They released it on May 27th, so we're a little bit late reporting it. It's a good old third-person action adventure shooter or open world game based in Chicago, Illinois. And we got some Metacritic scores once I get them up. I thought I had them up. Unfortunately, I did not. But a lot of the issues that people were having is server issues. Now, do you guys remember the whole SimCity 5 with the server? Jorge, I think you do.
Yeah, I played the hell out of that. I was so pissed that worst $40 ever.
Now that was EA, and EA. I remember when EA went on the record and saying, "You need to be online all the time for our SimCity 5 game. You need to do this, that." And then what did they do? What was it, a couple months later? They started stripping the online requirement.
Yeah, actually no. 2 months ago, they finally went completely offline mode.
Oh, right.
Just 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. Well, better late than never, I guess. That's crazy. But so Watch Dogs was met with similar fanfare, with the Ubisoft servers not able to handle the launch day load. One person was, I don't have the direct quote here, but paraphrasing, mind you, they said something along the lines as, this game is the most difficult game ever. Just trying to log on to the server is tedious, or something to that effect. It was just horrible.
Yeah, it's mostly because of the Uplay application they used to launch the game. Pretty much, it was that itself, because they use Uplay for the game, for almost all their games now.
Yeah.
Another thing that I heard about that from one of my friends who actually played it was the game seemed unfinished. Like there was a bunch of graphical issues. Like I saw a picture on Reddit about they were walking on the train tracks and like the train tracks in
oh
Chicago.
Yeah, the how they're like 90-degree angled.
Yeah, like this is flat out lazy right there.
There's a fun story behind that it was actually a something going on with it was Ubisoft Canada and Ubisoft wherever the heck they are here in the States. The Canadian programmers and designers they're like, just deal with it. I guess they don't really have L trains in Canada. So they're like, oh, sure, a train can make a 90-degree turn. Whatever. I don't know.
Hey, the game went for realism. It worked.
It did.
Like, the real hacking, you can get your phone out there and hack.
Right. Hey, Kenori, I want to just touch on something real quickly here. I don't have control whether they can post links or not on Twitch.
Okay.
Unfortunately, guys. I'm still learning the interface. I mean, we kind of threw this whole show together like last minute a couple of weeks ago, or about a month ago. So you should be able to post links though, and Kenori.
Okay.
You are mod, and
I know I'm mod. I don't have the. Mr. Ectomy was gonna try to post a link for the that FBI rating Bitcoin.
Well, I would give him mod, but this is not ABC QWERTY 123 on Reddit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not just handing mods out to anybody. I got modded. Just going off topic, on Reddit, they have this new subreddit called ABC QWERTY 123, and the guy built the subreddit to for a final for his college assignment on social media, and he got 100%. Long story, you'd have to check it out. But anyways, so now everyone, he posted a confession bear about it or something like that, and then everyone started subscribing to a subreddit, and now it's the most insane subreddit on the planet. They're trying to take out B. They can't come close, but it's still kind of hilarious. They made me a mod. They made one of my throwaway accounts a mod, I should say. Anyways, fucking Reddit. Fucking Reddit. But I got the meta scores up. Anyways, for Watch Dogs, getting back on the topic here. So let's see. For PS4, I got an 81%. For PC, 78. Xbox One, 78. Ooh.
So I have a quick question. Are those
Yeah.
critic scores or user scores?
I don't know how
Meta scores are
meta scores are critic scores.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hover it over, so it's an 81 critic score, 6.3 user score for PS4.
Ew.
And then we have the PC, which is, oh my god, 78 critic, 4.7 user score.
That shows you how much the community liked Watch Dogs.
Well, the PC community, 78 for Xbox One, 5.6 for user score. out of 337 ratings. 13 critics reporting for the Xbox One. That PC though, the PC had 14 critics for the score of 78. The user score was 4.7, like I mentioned. 1,815 ratings. The PC users got screwed, man.
Oh my god.
It's not as bad as SimCity 5, but it's kind of like a PTSD of SimCity 5.
Oh man.
Good old Watch Dogs. I will check out the game eventually, so yeah. So I did want to, before we go moving on to our next topic, I did want to remind everybody that if you own an Xbox 360, like I do, and if the reason your Xbox 360 collects dust, like mine did, is because you do not want to pay for Xbox Live to watch Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go, and so on, this was confirmed by one of my sources, Greg the Scrub, who's a former host of the Everything Sucks show, told me earlier in the week that his Xbox 360 is now awake. It is alive. They have officially removed the paywall from the Xbox 360. I do not know anything about the Xbox One. I will report on that on the later show. But as far as I know, the Xbox 360 is wide open. You can now freely use Hulu Plus, Netflix, HBO Go, and all your other streaming apps on it without having Xbox Live Gold. So.
I think the reason for that is because they're trying to catch up to PS4 sales.
Oh yeah.
They noticed that
oh god, yeah.
that their sales were being affected, so they changed those rules to.
Oh hell yeah. I mean, this is they're scared now.
They're learning at least. God.
Not only
they did a whole hour presentation about it, and actually their sales guy was pretty bad at the sales, but it was whatever, you know.
I have the notes on that too. Let me get them up here. I can tell you exactly who that was.
It was $100 less for just the hardware without that feature. It's not much of a.
So the wonderful salesman you were referring to was actually the president of Interactive Entertainment for Microsoft, and his name was Don Maderick. He's that British guy that you kept seeing on all the TVs and whatnot, and talking, Xbox One will do this and that, and this is how it's going to be, and you ain't got no saying it, and it's going to be online only, and the Kinects can never be disconnected, and you're not going to be able to rent games or anything like that, and we're going to have a friend sharing system set up, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, so that's the guy you're probably thinking of, Jorge. Hopefully, right?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, douchebag. He interesting postscript. If you didn't know, Jorge from the last show, he took off. He left Microsoft. Don't know if he quit or was fired. I couldn't find any information. I just know he left, and he's now the CEO of Zynga Games, the guys who make Words with Friends in Farmville.
Oh yeah, I read that somewhere.
Yeah, congratulations.
I need someone to come over and take care of my cows for me while I'm gone.
What?
I'm making a farm for the joke. It was in poor taste, I guess.
I just had a flashback of this TV show my daughter watches called Sheriff Cowley. Anyways. Oh, it's fun having kids. But yeah, so just a public service announcement for all you Xbox fans out there. The paywall's been removed. Enjoy your Netflix and Hulu and HBO Go. I know I will once I actually buy a remote control for it, because using the control pad is a pain in the butt. It's not as bad as the PlayStation 3, but it's equally annoying. Yeah, so there's that. Moving on. Let's go on to our next thing. So, gentlemen, are you ready for E3?
Yes! I'm so ready. Oh god, yes!
I'm so ready.
I'm excited. So. This is my thing, like I mentioned earlier. I love the hell out of E3 because I'm all for hyping up. Like Warlords of Draenor, I know that's not in E3 or anything, but I'm excited about that. When Blizzard allowed me to, pre-order it like a month ago, I was like, I don't care. I'm pre-ordering that. So anything about getting on the hype train, I'm buying like 8 tickets to that thing. Man.
You should pre-order Warlords of Draenor for me.
Well, I'll consider it. But
all right.
Because you get like a free level 90 if you do that. So.
Right. So I did post a link earlier at the beginning of the episode, and
I'll repost it for you.
Thank you. And it's the Twitch is actually going to be streaming, and I will pimp Twitch out. I'm going to pimp Twitch out like it was a high-priced Vegas hooker.
Well, we use Twitch.
I gotta stop
so it
using
makes
that
sense.
analogy because it's gonna really go south on me. But no, I'm gonna pimp Twitch because they're gonna be streaming E3 live here on Twitch. This coming between the 9th and from the 9th till whenever E3 ends. Kenori's posting the schedule right now. You can check it out. Just copy the link, paste it, or click on it. You can see the full schedule of E3 things that are going to be going on. Some of the biggest things that we're looking forward to on the 9th at between 9:30 and 11 a.m. Pacific. All times are Pacific, by the way. Their Xbox or Microsoft's going to have their media briefing. What do you think is going to happen there, guys?
People are going to say they backtracked on everything they said was going to happen with the Xbox One last year.
They've already done that.
I know exactly, but about the media briefing, I don't know. They might introduce some new like little toys and gadgets for the Xbox One. Maybe a new model coming out in a year or two. I don't know. Maybe.
Jorge, what do you think?
I'm not sure. I can care less about Microsoft.
You're a PS4 boy, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm not a console guy at all.
He's a PC guy. He's part of the PC master race, man.
Maybe you get HBO Go on your Xbox One now. HBO Go is a pretty good service for your Game of Thrones catching up.
Well, you can watch it on your computer, so what about it?
I know one thing they will be announcing is they're going to be launching a whole crap load of streaming apps and stuff for Xbox One and for Xbox 360. So I know that's coming. The other thing we can possibly think of that is going to come out is more information about Halo 5 if you care about that. I kind of do. I've been a Halo fan. I didn't like Halo 4 that much. I haven't finished it.
Neither did I.
The gaming mechanics just so much changed. I miss the dual wielding. I really do. But Halo 4 is kind of meh.
Halo 3 will always have a special.
Halo 5, I don't know. I heard they're gonna make Halo 5 even better. I mean, it's 343 Entertainment. It's not Bungie anymore. So we'll see what happens. And then after that, between 12 and 3 Pacific, EA is gonna have their briefing. Who gives a shit?
God.
Oh wait, I do.
Why?
Because you played Sims 5.
No, Jorge. No, seriously though, Jorge. What are you expecting? Hopefully, I mean, give me some good news.
Star Wars Battlefront 3.
Oh yeah.
That's the only one I'm waiting for.
Oh yeah.
They said this year they're supposed to. They're going to present it for sure this year. And that's what I'm waiting for.
Now I have a reason to watch the EA brief. Thank you. I completely forgot about that. I know the Star Wars. There's been talk about it, and I just Thanks, man, for the reminder. What about you, Andrew? Anything you're expecting out of EA? Probably not.
It's PlayStation and Nintendo that I'm looking at right now.
Oh, well, then I got good news for you, because later that evening at 6 p.m., PlayStation's giving out their brief. What are we expecting from that?
JRPGs, yes.
Yes, lots
Kingdom
of
Hearts,
JRPGs.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, no, hey. I thought it was a 2.5 HD remix.
No, that as well probably, but no. They've been showing stuff for Kingdom Hearts 3 a lot because they've
really.
Actually,
The only thing I've been hearing on the Twitter sphere is Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD remixed. Long names, these Japanese people. I've not heard. I've heard something. I heard a pip about Kingdom Hearts 3 back when Sony last E3. I haven't heard anything since.
Well, no, of course they haven't heard anything since. They're keeping it under the radar. They want to keep the hype going. They want people to get on board. Go ahead.
Oh, I just remembered one of the biggest things. There's something that might be that's probably going around. It's just a rumor right now. But somebody had a picture. Unfortunately, I don't have the link with me. I thought I had it. I must have lost it somewhere. But there is a possibility that at E3, Sony is going to be announcing a bundle of the PlayStation 4 and the PS Vita. And the speculated price is going to be $5.99.
That's kind of high, honestly.
Oh, $4.99. I'm sorry, $4.99.
Okay, that's a little more acceptable, but still, man, I don't know. The Vita's nice and all, but when it comes to handhelds, I'm still sticking with the 3DS.
Somebody did say, "Hey, don't knock the Vita till you try it." I don't know.
Is that because you have one?
No, I don't. No, I have a PSP 3001 that I modded. I play emulators on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I bought. No, I don't have a Vita yet. I was waiting for that bundle to come out. So if I decide to stay with PlayStation, which I'm still on the fence about, and I'll explain later, I would buy that bundle. I said when we first did a long time ago on one of my blogs that, or actually on my Facebook, I posted it all over the place, that what Sony should do to win this console war is to bundle their PlayStation Eye toy, or whatever the hell they're calling it now, with the PlayStation 4 and with the Vita, and sell it for $500. That's it.
That'd be fine. I'd pay
They'd
$500
win.
for
Game
all that.
over. They would win.
If I had the money, of course.
Throw a game in there and 2 controllers, you're done. That's it. And not Forza or GT or GT 4 or 5, whatever they're coming out with. So, Jorge, anything you're expecting out of Sony, or you just don't care?
Their H1Z1 game, their zombie apocalypse survival game, kind of like DayZ, but
H1Z1. That sounds like a mixture of like H1N1 and
I
zombies.
think that's
and
the point.
that's what it is.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the point.
So are they like pig zombies or something? That'd be awesome.
It's a pretty good game. So far, what I've seen from it on the website, it's pretty good. If you go on Reddit, H1Z1 is pretty good.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look at that.
We'll have to look that up. Yeah.
Another thing that I'm expecting from Sony, last thing, Final Fantasy 15. Now, Final Fantasy 14 was an MMO, but 13, Final Fantasy fans did not like that. Like, if you go and look up JonTron's like review of Final Fantasy 13, he calls it Final Hallway 13. It just wasn't good. I couldn't even beat the first one. I don't know why they made 3 more games out of it.
Final
but the
Fantasy's a fad.
No, it was a... You're saying that just to get my goat. It's not going to work. Anyway.
I'm saying that to get all the goats of all the Final Fantasy fans out there that decided to turn it into a fad.
It kind of is a fad. But anyway, continuing what I was saying, what they did after 13 was released and stuff was they had all the developers for all these JRPGs, Square Enix at least, not Sony. Because Sony just publishes the game, Square Enix is Square Enix.
There's only one Final Fantasy, you geeks, and it's this Final Fantasy right here.
Which, I swear to God, if you pull out 7, I'm going to be ashamed of you.
Yeah, which one do you prefer,
first
7
one,
or 8?
The first one for the NES.
Okay, yeah, that one's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are watching the video or not, but yeah, it's Final Fantasy 1 for the NES. One of my crown jewels.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Ectomy, and that was like, it ended up being a huge hit. But no, like I'm trying to say is after 13 came out, Square Enix had, after like 13 got its bad rap, Square Enix had its story writers and developers play Super Mario RPG to find out how a good story was made. And after they showed that, we got Bravely Default on the 3DS, and that game, except for like the last bit of it where it was all repetitive, the rest of the game was fantastic. I loved it. But if they can make Final Fantasy 15 as good as Bravely Default was, then I'm really excited for it. I want to see it. So, yeah, that's about it. Also, Tales of Zestria, but that's a whole weeby thing, and no one knows anything about Tales yet.
You stop saying that word, man. You're gonna piss some people off.
Anime series, bro. Don't knock that.
Who is before we go back into E3, you guys hear that Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I love it.
Who I know they're developing. I think it was who was developing a game for that. I heard somebody.
Namco Bandai, I believe.
Okay.
And Namco Bandai makes amazing games. They develop a Tales series.
Yeah.
It's
So
a terrible, cancerous anime.
Is it good, Jorge? Because
No.
My friend Andy keeps one of my old co-hosts. He keeps trying to sell me on it. And when I got the Loot Crate, I got the Attack from Titan Loot Crate, which came with the Titanfall T-shirt and Attack from Titan manga. I haven't finished reading the whole manga yet, but the anime is not that good.
Personally, no. I prefer shoujo over, that kind of genre type of series anime is.
Shonen, yeah, Shonen is like really drawn out. To be fair, like let's go back to DBZ and like the 7 episodes it took for Goku to power up. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, Shonen is pretty much after episode 8. The cliffhanger redundancy was kind of boring and annoying.
Yeah, 7 episodes of Kamehameha, and then he would do that like 6 more times for like an hour, for like 30 minutes.
Yo, Dragon Ball was a dope series. Not gonna lie.
I'm not knocking Dragon Ball. Trust me.
Dragon Ball Z was good up
This
until
guy
the Cell Saga, and then after that, when they redid it, the Dragon Ball Kai,
Yeah.
the HD version now, they kind of added more features, but it's still pretty good. After that, it's all crap.
Well, isn't Dragon Ball Z Kai just kind of like a watered down version of it?
It's the fillerless version because that's the thing with shonen anime that are made to be based off of the currently running manga, and the shonen anime is filled with fillers.
I just realized.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go and finish.
So that's the thing with shonen anime is most of the time it's just filled with filler, and sometimes it can even ruin the anime. Like one of the anime. I enjoy shonen anime myself. Honestly, I'm the exact opposite of Jorge over here. One of the anime I was watching was Kate Kyo Hitman Reborn, and that anime got ruined by filler because one of the filler episodes kind of would make a paradox of what would happen later on in the story. So it kind of just ruined everything.
Well,
we went from talking about video games to anime. Sorry, guys.
Anyway.
Anyways, let's move on. I will create another podcast called The Geek Hour or something like that. We can just geek out on anime for like hours. That seems to be a popular one tonight too. The other thing coming up on E3 on the 10th at 9 a.m. Pacific, Nintendo's digital event. What are we going to expect? Kanori, go ahead and go first.
Fire Emblem X SMT, or Shin Megami Tensei. That's gonna be a great game because I haven't played the SMT franchise yet, or the Persona franchise, but it has a huge following. It's a really great series. I need to get on top of that because SMT is a great JRPG. Plus, I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. Oh my god, I love Fire Emblem myself.
Jorge, anything you're expecting out of the Nintendo announcement? You're PC Master Race, so I don't think so. But
nope,
I didn't think so.
Another thing I'm looking forward to is hopefully Bravely Second, which is the sequel to Bravely Default, which I mentioned earlier. Oh god!
Here's what I'm expecting out of the E3 announcement. Better game, more better games, more traditional games. They've done a lot. I'm not gonna lie. New Super Mario Brothers U, new Super Luigi U, Mario Kart 8, which we'll talk about later, is doing really well. It's helping sell the Wii U finally. And then, of course, the upcoming new Smash Brothers 4 game, or Super Smash Brothers, as it's just being called right now.
No, they're calling it it's Super Smash Brothers 4,
and
then
4. Okay.
Yeah, they did it because it's kind of like a pun because they're releasing it for the 3DS and the Wii U, so it's Super Smash Brothers 4 the Wii U, Super Smash Brothers 4 3DS. Get it? Japanese in their humor.
I will personally drive up to Redmond and kick what's his face, Reggie in the ass for that one.
That wasn't Reggie. That was
or whoever.
Yeah, it was some. I forgot his name.
Whoever.
It's Sakurai. But anyway, continue, Matt.
Oh, you talking about the president?
The guy who's developing it. The guy who's in charge.
The president of Nintendo of Japan will not be at E3 though. Nothing too bad. Yeah, he will not be at E3. He will be passing on this. I think he might do a streaming thing from Nintendo. He's been told to stay in Japan for health reasons.
Oh, no.
He's not doing too bad. It's just...
I thought he died.
No, he didn't.
No, that was the dude who made the Game Boy who died.
Yeah, the guy who made the Game Boy passed away.
He got hit by a car, though. That was
Didn't he make the Virtual Boy, too, and was shamed out?
Yeah, that's why he left, because he felt like he brought dishonor, and he was like, I'm done.
Yeah. Poor guy. Touching on the Smash Brothers, though, just to remind you guys, and I believe this is going to be streamed on Twitch at 4 p.m. on the 10th on twitch.tv. They're going to have the Smash Brothers Brawl, or the Smash Brothers tournament for the new Smash Brothers game. Here's the funny thing, that game is still going to be in development when they're playing it.
Wait,
it's the new Smash Brothers game that they're having a tournament for, I believe.
Damn, that's awesome.
I remember, I'm pretty sure, I'm about 85% sure. If somebody in the chat room knows that I'm wrong and has a link, or figure out how to give me a link or just type it out somehow so I can check it out. But from what I've heard, what I've seen on the social media sites and the news sites and on Twitter, is that the Smash Brothers tournament is going to be is going to be using the new Smash Brothers game. It's still going to be in development, so it's probably going to be a little buggy.
live testing of OP Star Fox.
Yeah. Is Star Fox in it? I think he is. Yeah, I think Star Fox is back.
Yeah, he is.
So that's going to be live streamed on twitch.tv Pacific time at 4 p.m. So make sure you check it out on, I don't know which channel it's going to be on. I think it's going to be Twitch's official channel that's going to be doing it. Now, interesting thing about that, because a lot of people were freaking out with the announcement of Smash Brothers that the GameCube controller is going to go the way of the Buffalo. Not necessarily. Nintendo will be, and we'll talk about this in the news, will have a special adapter specifically for you GameCube aficionados. So we'll come back to that. And then another thing, that there's a screenshot going around. Kenora, feel free to post that link in on chat if you can. Yeah, it's in the doc. It's Mario Maker. There's been a screenshot
I'm posting that right now.
When they're setting up at E3 of a poster called Mario Maker. So that also could be coming out on Nintendo as well too. You make your own Mario game, maybe. I don't know. Nobody really knows what it is exactly. So yeah, anything else you guys are expecting to come out at E3, Jorge?
Borderlands.
yeah.
People.
Oh yeah, Borderlands, like the prequel. Yeah, that'll be
Far
fun.
4.
I'm such a fucking loser. I've only gotten halfway into the first Borderlands and halfway into Borderlands 2.
So you haven't even finished either of them.
No.
God, you don't know the magic of either of them. Damn.
I know the
I
magic
finished
of playing them.
I finished the first one for sure. The second one I didn't finish because the people I play with were so slow and kept me behind. I just fucking got lost interest in the game in general.
Then you don't want to play with me. I'd be too slow. I'd be so slow. I'd be slow like a snail, man.
I'm kind of a slow Borderlands too. I gotta go
Yeah,
around
same.
looting
I just-
everything.
Yeah,
I know
exactly. I'm a looter.
I know
I
what I
mean,
want,
whore.
so I gotta go do it.
I'm a filthy looting whore. Yeah.
But no,
So
so
you-
yeah, that.
Yeah, so anything else, guys, out of E3 you guys want to see? I mean,
Maybe the whole GameCube adapter thing is just them testing it. Maybe because they're not really releasing it yet. They're only using it for that tournament. Maybe they're just testing it and see how well it works.
yeah,
And
we'll talk. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we'll talk about it in the news section. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, too. I just want to see what Nintendo's going to do. I mean, because they're kind of way behind in the pack. They were the first next-gen console out, and now they're like... It seems like light years behind everybody else. Oh, we finally put an HDMI cable on our console, and Xbox and Sony are like, oh, we did that like light years ago. So, hopefully Nintendo like learned their lesson with the Wii U. They should have called it something else. Because, but I'm hoping the best for Nintendo at E3. I'm really hoping the best for Nintendo at E3. And Sony and Xbox, good luck to you guys. I mean, whatever. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to some news real quickly here. A couple of mediocre announcements, nothing too exciting. Mortal Kombat X is coming out. It was announced earlier this week that Mortal Kombat X will be released in 2015. I didn't really catch if it was early, mid, or late 2015. I'm going to assume late 2015. I always assume late 2015 with these high popular games. This version of Mortal Kombat is going to allow you to play as multiple variations of characters. So kind of think like maybe class-based type. I know it's going to be like you can play like maybe old Scorpion and new Scorpion's going to have better abilities than old Scorpion, or old Scorpion's going to be a little bit faster than new Scorpion for more of a strategic thing. They're going to make it more strategic, to mix it up. And it's going to be released on all consoles. They're also going to do a release on PC. Of course, as you all know, Nintendo probably going to take a pass, so... I have not. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up.
yeah, they've gone more for like the family-oriented games.
Yeah.
So
So-
pulling someone's spine out is not really family-oriented.
Jorge,
Yes.
you had something?
Yeah, speaking of Nintendo, aren't they making a new Zelda or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, Hyrule Warriors. That looks kind of fun.
That Hyrule Warriors is a hack and slash. Think of Devil May Cry with Link.
Okay.
It's Dynasty Warriors, but
Oh, Dynasty Warriors with Link. Sorry.
Oh,
so they call it Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yeah, Tom Clancy's The Division. Talking about E3.
Mhm.
That's been a game that has been in the works forever by Ubisoft. Which,
Oh yeah, Tom Clancy games are pretty fun.
well, I mean, they're all terrible, but this one looks promising.
That game can be terrible and fun.
No, they're because they're military tactical shooters, and they try too hard, but the scripting is too try hard that they fail and mess up the game pretty much.
Right.
Fair enough.
So moving on, let's go back to Nintendo real quickly. They announced under the cover of darkness about a week ago an adapter for GameCube controllers for the Wii U. So all you Smash Brother freaks can shut up now, because you're going to take care of your GameCube controller fix. At first, it was thought that they were going to release a Wii U Pro looking controller in shape of a GameCube controller, and they had partnered up with a third party company. I think it might have been Mad Catz. I'm not, or Inkio or Inaiko. I'm not exactly sure who, but I don't know, man. I mean, now they got this adapter out, so you can plug it into your Wii U and plug in any GameCube controller that you want, and it'll work. They're going to debut it at the Smash Brothers tournament at E3 on the 10th, so make sure you watch to see how well it works. There's been no announcements if that adapter is going to be released to the general public.
Hopefully it is, because if it is, then all the Smash Bros. Fanboys are gonna go like bonkers for that shit.
I just need a reason to pass up a PlayStation or an Xbox for a Wii U. That's all.
Well,
I
Mario
just need
Kart
that.
8, which we'll talk about in a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
There's a lot of games for the Wii U that are really fun. Like I want to get a Wii U first before I get a PS1 or my PS4, excuse me, or an Xbox One.
And the announcement date was on May 30th, so we're a little bit late reporting it, but I don't care. We're late reporting everything. We just do a show whenever the hell we feel like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was midnight or between the 29th and the 30th that they made some kind of hint at it, and then it became public knowledge the next day. For all you Xbox One owners out there who are also members of the PC Master Race, you're never really truly a member of the PC Master Race unless all you do is play PC. But enough said there. The Xbox One now, Microsoft now has drivers available for the PC, so you can hook your Xbox One controller up to it. They're currently available for download on Microsoft's website. Google is your friend. I'm not going to give you links, 'cause I don't have a link. You can get the 32-bit or the 64-bit processor drivers. Eventually, later this year, those drivers will be integrated into a Windows update. Don't know anything else other than that. And I did not know this, and I'm an idiot for not knowing this. But apparently, the Xbox uses micro USB wires for charging and stuff like that. Here's the thing, though. They did not say anything with the Xbox One controllers if they would be wireless or not. I'm going to assume no, because it does need to have the micro USB cable attached to the controller to the PC in order for it to function. So there's that. My personal opinion, go out and find a 360 wireless dongle, plug it into your computer, and you can use your 360 controller wirelessly. But that's just my say, but I like it. So there's that. You're going to get you got your drivers now. So any thoughts on that, guys? Or none of us own Xbox One, so we don't care.
I guess you can play Street Fighter on PC now.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
all tournaments are held on
you
actual
can.
PCs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm not a huge fighting guy except for like Tales games. So those are more RPG than fighting.
I'm excited about that.
I once played Street Fighter against this black pro player and got owned at PAX, so I have that.
You know what's funny though? I want to talk about that Mario Kart for a second. My friend, one of my former co-hosts, Andy, he's going around and he's like, "I'm the best at Mario Kart. I'm invincible." I'm like, "Yeah, you give me 10 seconds with that Mario Kart 8, I'll have your ass in the fucking dirt, man. I'll own you, man." I'm the guy who beat everybody at RailsConf 2010, man, at Mario Kart, man. And I got a shirt to prove it. I donated that shirt to Goodwill. That's how good I am, man. So you want to talk smack? We'll talk smack. Next time I'm in New York, me and you, Mario Kart 8, Andy, we'll do it. I don't even think he's watching the show. He's probably sleeping, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Screw you, Andy. I can beat your ass in Mario Kart 8. Has anybody played anything recently? Any other new releases? Anybody touched Titanfall yet? No.
Nope.
No.
I played Titanfall at a friend's house. I hated it.
Oh,
Hated
God.
my life playing it. It was a piece of shit.
But see, you're a member of the PC Master Race, so you're kind of
Yeah.
biased there.
Yeah.
Don't sugarcoat it too much, Jorge. Then tell us how you really feel.
Well, aiming is like you don't have to. I can aim with my eyes closed. That's how I can get kills. You know. I don't know. It just game made no sense. typical Call of Duty kind of play style, run and gun.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like there are people who like their various not RPGs. I like RPGs, but various game styles, and people. There's a reason Call of Duty does well, is because there are people out there who like Call of Duty. Doesn't mean I'll ever play Call of Duty, but there are people.
COD.
Actually, Titanfall was $35 on sale on the Origin.
But don't you
for
need?
PC.
Oh, for PC. So
Yeah,
they really? I thought that was an Xbox exclusive game.
It's on PC on Origin, $30 last week. Not anymore though.
Oh, that's probably like $60 now.
Yeah, back to $60.
Yeah. I missed when Origin had a sale. They had I could probably get it for cheaper now, but they had a Command and Conquer. I'm a big CNC fan. Since the first Command and Conquer came out, up to Red Alert, and then I played Tiberium Sun, and then Red Alert 2. I have not played anything past Red Alert 2. I played some Generals. But I'm a big CNC fan, and they had their like ultimate bundle on sale for like $50, or well, it wasn't on sale. It was like $50, and it had a $50% off code for Origin. It wouldn't work, and the game met every specification that that the code would allow. It's like, oh yeah, you can only use the code for these certain games. Well, this game was within that region. It made me mad. I should play some more CNC. I think we're going to do a live stream of me playing some CNC. You can see how epic my macro is when I get in game, man. We'll play some old Red Alert 95. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God!
You missed it.
What?
8 weeks ago on Humble Bundle, there was all the Red Alert games for $9. All of them.
What? All the Red Alert games, you said?
Yeah. You gotta start
damn.
following the Humble Bundle every week, man. Check it out.
God, I do, and I missed it that one week. I missed it.
Yeah, I would have grabbed that too. You can ask Matt. I was only like 7 years old. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I still enjoyed playing Command and Conquer too. But
I played first-person shooters before first-person shooters were fun or were cool, man. I played Wolfenstein, man. I made that shit work.
me too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I played old Doom.
And I played that in DOS, man. I had a 386, man. I don't even know what kind of computer it was. It was just a hand-me-down computer somebody said here, and it had it was in DOS, and then you had to boot in the Windows 3.11 for work groups, and and I had to launch Wolfenstein 3D from DOS, man. That was the day. They don't make operating systems like that anymore, man. You felt kind of like God when you were playing in DOS. Am I right?
I don't know. I was only 8. I was like, oh, look at these cute little games I can play. And then they had the Incredible Machine, and that started my road towards being an engineer. And
that's why I love Linux, because I can just sit in command line all day and just hack away and have fun, man. I don't need your fucking GUI. just give me Nano, man. I'm good to go. Give me Vim or no VI editor. I can rock this shit. Anyways, so.
But yeah.
Jorge's like, you're a fucking noob, Matt.
No, dude, I use it every now and then. I get lazy. It's because it's easier to use on Red Hat, so it's whatever.
Yeah. The Red Hat still has that actual Red Hat distro, because I know they're Fedora.
Yeah, Red Hat's the enterprise for the you pay a yearly subscription for.
Yeah, that's what I.
They have CentOS as a free version of programmers who take the Red Hat and use it. So I use that also. Fedora is the desktop version of Red Hat.
Yeah. Yeah, the GUI. I remember when you were in that Linux class with me, right? I think.
I dropped out, bro. I didn't make it that far.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in the Linux class where Carmen, our old teacher Carmen was teaching it. He was a programming teacher, and he started teaching some networking stuff, mostly Linux. And he had us bounce between Fedora and Ubuntu, and then Fedora again, and then Ubuntu again. It was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was. I think we spent like 35% of the class time just installing Linux on a hot swappable hard drive.
Yeah, that system was terrible, that hot swap.
I thought it was genius. I was like, man, I'd love to have one of those hot swap hard drives. So if the Federalists come knocking on my door asking why I'm down pirating music, I can just easily take the hard drive out, stick it in a microwave, and shabam, or like hit it with a mallet. So that's the only reason why I wanted a hot swap, was just to pull it out and throw it away in case somebody come knocking on my door. What you doing on your internet, boy?
then a year later, technology changed. Like, oh, that shit's useless now, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is. Everything's virtual now, man. They all have virtual desktops and cloud computing and shit.
Well, see, the term cloud is, I hate that term.
I hate it too. I fucking hate it, man. It's horrible.
It's just a file server that you don't have. That's all
exactly. It's like, geez, you know what?
But they gotta make names for the plebs out there who don't know what file servers are.
Yeah, they gotta.
This is what it's called. It's called cloud.
Anyways,
you can store your data on another server, like another computer that you don't own, but it serves.
Anyways, we went way off the fucking rails with this, but you know what? I don't give a shit. It was great. I love this, dude. Jorge, when I get the Everything Sucks show back on, you're coming on the air with me, dude. I'm gonna have you on that. You'd love it. Anyways, I want to show you guys a trailer real quickly. I don't normally do trailers, and I know a lot of you probably don't care. And you should care, because I play these games a lot, and I don't have anybody to play with, so will you play with me? Not in that way. Magic 2015, Duel of the Planeswalkers. The trailer has been released today, and I'm going to play it for you guys right now in all its blissful glory, so kick back, relax, and enjoy. Hopefully I won't get copyright infringement.
Well, I don't think you would get copyright infringement. You're tempting out their game.
Yeah. Well, just YouTube, so I can make my money if I make money on this. We'll talk about that in a minute. Alright, so they got 4v4. Yeah, okay. Oh, so you actually build. Stalk. Did that shit just say stalk smaller opponents? That's gonna be fucked
up. I'm watching it on the stream, so it's
yeah.
5 second delay, but yeah.
Of course.
But yeah, stalk smaller opponents.
Okay, I do not think I will be getting that game, because that seems like it's a game for trolls. Seems like it's a trolls game.
It is, because your customization isn't as... You can't really build a deck.
Yeah.
Like Magic Online, the actual Magic Online game.
I remember when the first Magic Online, or the first Duel of the Planeswalkers came out, I had somehow... it was a paid unlock, and I unlocked like a whole bunch of cards on this vampire deck that I could use, and I would just decimate people.
Yeah, Soren Markov.
Yeah, Soren Markov's deck. Oh, it was nasty. Oh god.
Well, that game is a good way for like beginners to get into the game, learn the mechanics. Cause it teaches you how to think specific. You know, like there's challenges. You got to think of how to play this to make it happen. So
right,
it's good to introduce new people into the game.
It is. And if you've never played Magic the Gathering before, it is definitely a good intro game to learn and play. From the sounds of that game, from its adverts, I don't recommend playing online. You're probably going to have a really bad time. But just for learning aspects, it's really good. Even if you're advanced, it's still somewhat good. Now, I don't know if you guys played Magic 2014, Duel of the Planeswalkers, but I did. And you can kind of build some decks and whatnot. You can do booster packs and stuff like that. And I haven't gotten too far into it. I mean, yeah. So that's that for that there, guys. A couple more things to go through. Have you guys seen that Mercedes commercial, the Mario Mercedes commercial?
Not yet, no.
Oh god, you guys gotta watch this shit. Okay.
I was waiting to watch it.
You're waiting for the watch it. Okay, hopefully it streams pretty good, man. I don't know. We'll find out right now. So here we go. Let's see. This is hilarious.
I just loaded on my computer this time.
Alright.
New Mercedes GLA.
Oh, jeez. So there's that. That's a thing now. Did you see it?
Yeah, I don't even know what this guy looks like. Is he?
He's like, he's Sven Mario. Sven Mario.
I want to see a live-action Mario movie with that dude playing Mario.
Sexy Mario. Sven Mario. It's like, what is that? You guys ever see the Techno Viking back in the day?
No.
Oh, God.
Oh, what, dude? How old are you? It's been on the internet since 2006. Come on.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Back in the day. Oh, who? Kenori?
Yeah.
God, man, he missed Techno Viking, dude.
I didn't get internet literate until like 2010. So
okay, dude, Techno Viking. I saw Techno Viking with Techno Viking before he was cool. I'm talking like Russian, even though Techno Viking is like Swedish or something. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. Whatever. He's a Viking, so he's what is that? Norse.
Icelandish.
Icelandish. Thank you. Anyway, so there's that, and then with the one of the things I want to talk about before we take off here, you guys know Mario Kart 8's out. Everyone's having fun with it. There's been some freaky... one of the characters has been getting a lot of news lately, and that is Luigi. Apparently, I guess Luigi in Mario Kart 8 really gives a nefarious stare. Of like they call it the Death Stare. Here, you guys got to see this real quickly. I'll let me go and pump it up here for you guys, and we'll go from there. I do have the audio muted, unfortunately, just because it's copyrighted music, and I don't want to, get flagged.
yeah, that would be terrible.
That stare, guys. That fucking stare. Bitch, this is my road. No, this isn't the best one, though. He's got a better one.
Oh yeah, the one where he hits Waluigi.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one's at the end of the video. I just watched it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's just like got evil eyes. He's just like,
I am the one who carts.
yeah, there. Here we go. So he hits Waluigi. He's coming into the turn, and then there is the stare. Yeah.
Cut me off. Take my item box. Don't. How fucking dare you?
Jeez.
Rude.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
So there's that, man. I mean, if you, so that's one of the reasons why I want to get in the Mario Kart 8.
Yeah,
I want to get a Wii U just so I can experience that.
Yeah, I want a Wii U now as well for that and a bunch of other things.
Imagine listening to the song "Riding Dirty" while watching Luigi do that.
Oh yeah, it was Riding Dirty when they're playing that. Again, I don't own it. I want to try to monetize this if I can because I need to feed my kids. So, and I want to try to make this. I want to quit my job and do this for the rest of my life. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that since we're at the end of the show, I thought of something when we were talking about the Noob Shelter PAX Prime fund that you were joking about.
What's
what
that?
if we actually did that? Like, if we actually did that, we could actually have that happen, and then with any extra funds, we could buy when you go to PAX, you could buy a prize, and then whoever donated money, you could raffle that prize off with the extra funds.
Well, why don't they just go to PAX and buy their own damn prize?
Well, that's the thing. It's like every $5 someone donates, they get an extra lot into the prize, extra chance to win the prize. So it's like if someone donates $20 to your cause.
Well, you figure if a pass is, I think a 3-day pass is $90 or $100 or something like that. I don't know if it's going up. Please,
$115 now for a 4-day pass because they're 4 days now.
That's 4 days. That's right.
Yeah.
How much? 150?
15.
15. That's an odd number.
It's
Who the fuck does their accounting? Okay, I'll work with it.
Tax not included.
Oh, tax on it. Well, yeah.
after tax coming.
Yeah, Ticketmaster's got to get their piece of the pie and all that kind of crap. I don't think Ticketmaster's... Well, maybe they do. I don't know.
I remember, yeah, 2010. That's when I first bought the 3-day pass. It was for about $55.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's over 100 in just in 3-4 years.
Right.
Well, that's because it got popular, so they were like, we can make more money.
Yeah. Well, I know, because it's more popular. Last year, I think it was like $90. I remember somebody saying it was like $95 or something like that. Another odd number. But nonetheless, if you guys want, I mean, again, email me noobshelter at gmail.com. For right now, we are working on building. We own noobshelter.com. Working on building a website around that right now. Once as soon as I get the hosting back and get an email server up. So until then, email us noobshelter at gmail.com. We can talk about the donating. I don't think Kickstarter would allow. Well, no, I think it wasn't Kickstarter. Who was it? Indiegogo. I don't know if you guys heard that story about this guy. He's a travel reporter, and he's doing a crowdsourcing thing to buy a ticket on a plane from, I think it is from what is that the Emirates, or the city out in Saudi Arabia or whatever that's got the big gigantic towers. Help me here.
I don't know, dude.
Dubai.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Jorge. He's trying to buy a plane ticket from Dubai to, like, I think London. It's like an 8-hour flight or something like that. And they got these planes that have actual living rooms built into it. It's like a suite, and it's got a
They have flying hotel rooms now? What the hell?
It's got a living room with a shower and a bedroom. And it's like a couple $1,000 or something like that. Maybe $100,000. I'm not exactly sure the cost.
Flying hotel room, it should be expensive.
But anyways, the point being is he's on like one of those crowdsource or crowdfunding sites, and he's making money. So I don't know which one that is. I don't know if we'd be able to do that. I don't even think we have the viewership to do that right now. So for right now, if there's an interest, if you guys want to
maybe in a year.
If you guys want to send, it's up to you guys. You guys are the listeners. You tell us what we do and what we don't do. You decide the fate of the show. If you guys want, to send Noob Shelter to PAX, have me pick up something and bring it back, and you want to donate towards that, because I'm not going to do it either way. I'm poor. Okay? I would love to have the money to have a fiber line connected here so I can have a big Gigantor media studio and whatnot. And, but I can't. I'd love to have Twit studio, like a Twit similar studio somewheres and whatnot, and do this show and the Everything Sucks show and every other show, but I can't. So if you want to help us, noobshelter at gmail.com. Shoot us an email. We'd be more than glad to talk to you about doing donations. I will filter spam, because I did this last time with the Lord Zion one. I got quite a bit of spam, so I had to clean it up a little bit. So I'm not giving out my personal email anymore. So I'm noobshelter at gmail.com. Feel free to email us if you're interested. We'll take Bitcoin, Litecoin. We'll take Dogecoin, I guess, even though it's not worth much. Every penny counts, I guess, or every micro penny counts, I guess, or nth of a penny. And PayPal and Google Wallet as well too. So we'll talk about that if you guys are interested. If you guys want this to become a thing, we got a year to do it, so let's make it happen.
If you want, you guys, the viewers.
If you got chocolate coins, no, I don't take chocolate coins.
Those coins are
chocolate
good.
coins? Was that made by Willy Wonka? What the hell? I've never heard of chocolate coins.
You get those in Hanukkah. They're actually gold tin foil.
Oh yeah, those.
You buy those at the dollar store for $1.
Oh, I thought it was an actual a Bitcoin kind of thing, like Dogecoin or Litecoin or something. I thought he was just being funny. I didn't know he was just being.
So let's see what the chat room. Before we go, let's see what the chat room is doing. Lord of Exiles. Let's raffle off a person.
Oh, he offered himself.
Himself. Yeah, he said he will donate himself, sell my sexy body.
If that's Big Ben, then I think it's Big Ben. Oh, God. We'll get a lot of money for Big Ben.
Rythan is he's saying it was GoFundMe. He's like, it was probably GoFundMe. Okay. Super cheap, super tasty. Misdirected me left.
Oh. I think that was Brett.
Yeah, I think that was Brett.
As to know, he's not completely ignoring us.
Oh, no, he's gone. Well, yeah. Well, we'll have to ask him because
we'll have to talk to him because
he's very intelligent. I have to ask him if we piqued his interest on the show. Because if intelligent people are watching the show, then I know I did my job poorly.
I think he suggested to buy Hotline Miami, which is on sale on Steam right now for $1.50.
Oh yeah. Hotline Miami. Pick that up. I have it. I think somewheres on something. I think I have it on PS3. So. It was part of the PlayStation Plus games gift or games for everybody, whatever collection. I did want to. Oh, that reminds me, because I didn't talk about this last episode. Let's talk about it this episode. So I have a. Normally, what I on the Everything Sucks show, I used to do what's called the fugitive perspective. I would rant and rave about something specific that has affected me and everybody else. One of the things that really tweaked my melon the other day, and it put a bad taste, or a while ago, not the other day, but a while ago. It happened over the months of February, March, and April. Was, yes, I hear the meows. That is my new kitten, Little Mac, named after Little Mac from Punch-Out. He is an attention whore, and nobody's out here to play with him, and he keeps trying to break into my makeshift studio. So he's successfully done it 4 times so far. Anyways, so getting back onto what I was saying, between the months of February and April, I had a bit of an issue. For those of you who own the PlayStation 3, you know that they periodically update their console. Well, they had an update come out that wasn't required, so I kind of skipped it. I didn't worry about it. I did try to install it, but it wouldn't install. And some people were saying there was an issue with the update. Okay, so I'll just leave it alone if it's not required. Come February, they did have a new update, 4.55, which was required to connect to the PlayStation Network. So went ahead to download it. It wouldn't install. It get to 99% downloaded and would fail. I tried everything I could possibly think of. I swapped hard drives out, but I took the hard drive out, put it back in, tried different Ethernet cables, tried a different internet connection, just wouldn't go. So I did some more research online, and it turned out that a lot of people were having this issue with the update 4.55. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, that was back in February. The PlayStation got disconnected, sat on the sidelines until I waited for Sony, who's usually good with this stuff, to come up with a resolution. About 2-3 weeks pass, no resolution. Okay. Another week passes, no resolution. Now we're getting into March. So eventually I go back to the forums, and I noticed some guy just ended up reporting them to the Better Business Bureau, because they wanted to charge him $80 some odd to send his PlayStation back to Texas to get serviced, and then send it back to him for something that wasn't his fault. I mean, the update wasn't going in. It wasn't downloading. So what was the hang up? No one knows. Sony still hasn't mentioned anything to anyone. So here I am sitting here with not a bricked PS3. I could still play games, but I couldn't connect to the PlayStation Network. And if I can't connect to the PlayStation Network, all the free games that I downloaded off the PlayStation Network that I paid for monthly with my PlayStation Plus, subscription, I can't play because they're on a timer, and the timer refreshes every time you connect to PlayStation Network, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so I finally buckled down and called Sony. Typical tech support bullshit. Oh, you need to unplug and plug it back in, flip the switch, check your Wi-Fi, do this and do that, whatever. I understand. I kind of played along with them. Didn't get anywhere, so I called back, and I said, okay, so what are my options? And they're like, well, the only thing we can do for you is the service, and it's going to cost you $85. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay $85 because your update will not install on my system. My system is clean. My system is pristine. I clean it every once a month. I take air cans to it, everything. There's nothing wrong with it. So they're like, and they're back and forth. So I'm like, whatever. I brush it off. I'm like, I'll try again later. Call back again. Yeah, you still got to pay the $85, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I referenced a whole bunch of different message boards. I'm like, hey, you need to go to this message board and see this. This guy's having a problem. You got like hundreds of people crying out to you, Sony, saying, help me, help me, help me. And you don't give a shit. I buckled down, finally paid the $85, reported them to the Better Business Bureau. I got a call back from one of their higher ups. Oh, so what we're going to do is we're going to give you a free PlayStation game and whatnot, which I still have yet to redeem. It's the first one of their titles, a Sony title. I don't even know how to redeem it. I'm assuming I'm going to have to pay for it on the PlayStation Network, and they're going to recredit my account, is what I'm thinking is going to be happening. So I sent the console off, and then about 2 weeks passed. I went to New York, came back, and when I got back, the console was home. Opened it up. It was a new console. Well, it wasn't new. It was refurbed. It's not my console. The hard drive, because I originally swapped out the 160 gig hard drive for a 500 gigabyte hard drive, because I was downloading so much crap off the PlayStation Network, I had no room for it. So I went ahead and, I took that out because I didn't want to lose it. Good thing I did. I put the 160 gig back in, sent it off. I got it back. There's a 200 gig in there. So my beef with Sony is the reason why I'm, debating if I'm going to get a PlayStation 4, because I hear the Xbox service Xbox tech support is amazing. They're based here in the United States. They really care about their gamers. So that's why I'm leaning towards maybe an Xbox One as my big next gen console. I'm definitely getting a Wii U. That's definitely going to happen. Yeah. So my advice to you guys: tread lightly with Sony. Their support sucks. And PlayStation, Sony, this one's for you right here. Okay, thanks for the 3 months of hell you put me through and hair loss. So that's my rant. That's my perspective on that. So
you didn't even need it at that time either because of what was going on personally.
Yeah, I know exactly, but one less thing to worry about, and now I'm like $85 out of my pocket. So I don't know. But anyway, so that's it. That's all we got for tonight. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Somebody, what do we got going on here? I got all sorts of things going on here.
That was a nice 90-minute episode, guys.
Yeah, it was actually. No, it was. We started at 9. It's 10:30. How many? How do you think? It's 60 and 30 is 90.
I believe that's correct math. Yes.
Yeah. So we actually
math, bro.
Yeah. Yo. So we actually.
I'm an engineer. I know my math. That's correct.
I'm a programmer. And I don't know mathematics for shit. So, but that's why I'm not a programmer now. So, because I failed math. So, anyways, but so I want to thank you, Jorge. Thank you for joining the show. Hopefully, we get to have you back again. I'd love to have you on the show again. We can bitch some more.
Oh, I do that all the time. So
you're always welcome to come on my show anytime and promote the gloriness that is the PC Master Race. I'm all for PCs, and my hiccups with consoles. I'm slowly but surely reintegrating myself back into that. So.
I don't know. I enjoy everything as long as people have fun.
I do want to give a shout out to Jorge though. I want to thank him for saving Kanori's ass tonight because
if it wasn't for Jorge, it would just be these two right now.
Yeah, because Kanori had an issue with his power supply. Jorge, I let him know, and he jumped. They live in the same town, so he jumped on the chance and ran over to Kanori's place and gave him a brand new shiny PSU. And hey, if you got any more of those lying around, man, send me one.
Brand new, not fully modular, partially modular. The modular parts I actually give a shit about. I don't care about.
I got a file server over here that sounds like a Jet Harrier engine about to take off, man, with the PSU. So
when's the next time you're coming in town?
I have no freaking clue.
My birthday.
I'll let you. Maybe I don't know, man. If I got the money, we'll see.
All right. I got a rack.
Oh, dude, I'd love to hang out with you and have a beer with you, or if you don't drink, have a Coke with you, man, and catch up. We'll make a plan of it.
No, I have a server rack. I'm talking about a server rack.
Ooh, hate you.
If you want it, I don't.
Yeah, load it and bring down like a big car.
I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna do with a server rack.
You have a file server. Make it a bigger file server.
So how big is the rack? Is it an actual rack? Is it like?
No, it's those half racks.
Oh, it's half
That's not
rack.
bad.
Does it actually have a blade server in it, or?
No, you get rails and you mount this.
Oh, so
just buy a server.
Well, no, I have, dude. Here, I will navigate my camera so you can see. If you're looking on Twitch, this ugly hunk of shit is my server. It's a repurposed PC. That's all it is. I don't know if I could throw that in a rack. But yeah, I will love to hang out with you, Jorge, when I get to Spokane. We can talk and, grab a drink or a bite or something like that. So that'd be awesome. If you're up to that. And you can show me your rack.
Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah.
I'd love to see your rack. Oh, man, I've been seeing your videos, man, of your deadlifts.
Yeah, I'm always in the area for competitions. I'll probably be there in, I think September is my next competition in that area.
Hit me up on Facebook, man. I'll come check you out.
Will do.
You're doing shit I only dream of right now, and these flabby arms ain't gonna do shit. Maybe you can show me some pointers or something like that.
I'll probably just join you for dinner or something.
That'd be cool.
Probably afterwards. I feel like shit.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet. I mean, what is that, like 200-300 pounds you're lifting over your head?
215-ish.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
weighing at 133 though.
I can barely lift my 50-pound son. So, jeez.
My cat's probably about as big as Tristan is. Jesus.
And Kenori, thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate it as always.
Hey,
you are the co-host. So you're the co-host.
I know I'm the co-host. You better believe I'm the co-host. But once again, I'm going to say this again. If it wasn't for Jorge being the superhero here, I wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, so everyone give him a round of applause, man. He's awesome. Yay. All right, guys, that's it. That's all we got for tonight. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us. Again, if you feel like you want to pitch us some money, noobshelter@gmail.com until we hopefully maybe one day get some advertisements. And your proceeds will go to keeping the show alive and keeping us going. Maybe help me pay a bill or two. And I just realized, what the hell is this? Oh, Andrew, you're going to get a kick out of this.
Oh, God, what is this?
Check it out. I don't know if you can see it on the cameras, guys. This is a receipt from the toll booth on the New Jersey Turnpike.
Oh, God,
I
yeah.
apparently owe them $3.60.
Fucking Jersey.
I remember that night when I went to New York. I landed in Newark and I had to drive up to upstate New York, and I hit the toll roads and I didn't have any money on me. So I was like, I ain't got no money. You guys take plastic? No. Then what am I supposed to do? We take check? I don't use checks. What am I supposed to do? I'm new here, man. Even though I was throwing my New York accent out. Like, here's a receipt. Just pay it in like 8 days. I'm like, okay. I haven't gotten a bill from them yet. That was like months ago. So.
Yeah, you don't live on the East Coast. How the hell are they going to come over there and hassle you?
Now the Turnpike wanted me to pay over mail. There was no way I could just hand them money and say, okay. The Thruway, though, I was able to pay them what I owed them because I had to go through the Thruway toll to get up to upstate as well, and I didn't have any money on me. So I was able to pay them that money on my way back. So they gave me a receipt and they said, okay, you pay this on your way back through. And I'm like, all right, it'll be a couple days. So, okay, on my way back to Newark, I stopped at the toll and said, okay, here's my money for the toll, and I owe you guys money for this. So, here you go.
You know, I would actually just send them a check for, like, what was it, $3.75 anyway?
I'm going to.
Because I wouldn't want to have, like, a warrant out from New Jersey because you didn't pay a $3.75 toll booth ticket.
Well, shit. I am Matt Fugitive. I got to be wanted somewhere, right?
One in New Jersey for $4, okay.
That's not how it works. There's a limit. So, that limit is too low, so they can't do anything about it, to be honest.
Oh, okay. So just ignore him then.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm Matt Fugitive. I'm wanted in New Jersey for a $3.60 toll ticket. Lord of Exiles, Captain Jorge, superhero. Okay. Yeah, salute you, man. That's good. All right, we got to wrap it up, man. Thank you guys for joining us. Host, why don't you go ahead and hang out for a few seconds? Catch you up on the relay on the rebound there. I want to thank all you guys again for tuning in. You guys are fabulous. If it's not for you, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here right now. Actually, I still would be here if it wasn't for you guys. If you guys weren't here, because I'd just be talking to myself though. So thanks a lot, guys, for tuning into the Noob Shelter, and we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
The Noob Shelter is a production of Fourside Media. For more information, please check us out at facebook.com/Noob Shelter or follow us on Twitter at Noob Shelter. Have a good night.